Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my second lesson of D3, chapter number 6, exercise 6D, that is about parallel and perpendicular lines. What are the conditions for two lines to be parallel, and under what conditions two lines will be perpendicular to each other in coordinate geometry? These are the points that have to be really clear to all of my students. So before going to this exercise and the next lessons, you should have the good idea about the conditions for parallel, perpendicular lines and collinear points. If you are not clear about these all questions, or you have missed the previous class, or you are catching us late, you have to watch the previous lesson and the basic lessons, for which I will give the link of the lesson in the description box, because lessons of mathematics require continuous practice and integration of the lesson with the other lesson. If one lesson is weak, the next lesson will also be affected. So please have a good command on the conditions for parallel and perpendicular lines. Before moving to the lesson, there are some key terms that we have to understand. That what is the condition for two lines to be parallel? What are the collinear points? Under what condition two lines will be perpendicular? If the gradient of two lines is equal, then the lines will be parallel, and if the product of the gradients of two lines is coming -1, that m1 multiplied by m2 equals to -1, then the lines will be perpendicular. And if this is happening, that we are getting the answers of the gradient, that they are not equal to each other and their product is not equal to -1, lines will neither be parallel nor be perpendicular. In this class, we will discuss basic level question number 3, and let me read and confirm the question from the book. Question 3 says the coordinates of 4 points are 0, 0 with 0, A, 2 and 3K, B, 4K and 6, and C has the coordinates 10K and 7. Find the value of K if, okay, we have to find the value of K under the conditions which are given below. That the first part says the points O, A and B are collinear. Points O, A and B are collinear. And then the second condition is we have to find the value of K again when OA is parallel to BC. So let's talk about each part one by one. In the first condition, the given points OA and B are collinear. It means that when 3 points are collinear, they lie on the same straight line. O, A and B, these 3 points are collinear. So recall the condition for 3 points to be collinear, because the given points are collinear. Points are collinear. Therefore, what will happen? That gradient of OA will be equal to gradient of AB. Gradient of OA will be equal to gradient of AB. This is the condition for 3 points to be collinear. Now what I have to do? I have to find the gradient of OA. We know the formula for the gradient is m equals to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Now here we are going to find a gradient of OA. Okay, then MOA will be equal to y2 minus y1, 3k minus 0, 3k minus 0 upon 2 minus 0, 2 minus 0, and this will give me 3k by 2. Now we have to go for gradient of AB, and A has the coordinates 2 and 3k, and B has the coordinates 4k and 6. Now gradient of AB, MAB equals to y2 minus y1, 6 minus 3k upon 4k minus 2. Okay, now let it be 2. from 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, what we can do is that we can equate them, because the condition says that gradient of OA equals to gradient of AB, and this is 3k by 2 equals to 6 minus 3k upon 4k minus 2. Now go for cross multiplication, that this 4k will be multiplied by 3k into 4k minus 2 equals to 2 into 6 minus 3k. Okay, now distributive property, this is 12k square minus 6k plus equals to 12, and this is minus 6k. Okay, now shift this 6k to other side. 12k square equals to minus 6k. This is minus 6k. Let me write it properly. Minus 6k. This is already here, and I'm shifting this 6k to other side. 6k plus 12. Now this 6k will be going with the 6k. This will be cancelling, and I'm left with 12k square. 12k square equals to 12. And now what I have to do is that I have to shift 12 to other side. K square equals to 12 by 12, or k square equals to 1. And then in order to get value of k, I have to take the square root. So when I will be taking the square root, it will be k equals to plus minus 1. I hope you are clear about this condition, and let's move to the next part. And in the next part, the question says that OA is parallel to BC. OA parallel to BC, because the given condition is that OA is parallel, sign of parallel, BC. Because therefore what will happen, that gradient M of OA will be equal to M of BC. BC. Now gradient of OA we already have calculated in the previous part. We can write that value or copy that value as it is, that is 3k by 2. And now we have to think about the gradient of BC carefully. Okay, now gradient of BC is BC. Okay, let me write the coordinates of B here, that is 4k and 6, 4k and 6, and C has the coordinates 10k and 7. Okay, y2 minus y1, 7 minus 6 upon 10k minus 4k, and 7 minus 6 is 1. 1 upon 10 minus 4 is 6k. M of BC, gradient of BC. Now again we have to equate these two gradients from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2, what we can do is that gradient of OA, that is 3k by 2 equals to 1 over 6k, and this gives me, after cross multiplication, 18, 3 times 6, and k square equals to 2, or 18 k square equals to 2, k square equals to 2 by 18, k square equals to 2 ones are and 2 nines are 1 by 9. And in order to get value of k, I have to take square root on both sides and think about the number whose square is 9, that is 3. Now after taking square root, it can take the form k equals to plus minus 1 by 3. I hope you are clear about today's lesson. For this class, the only point for which we have to focus is that what is the condition for 3 points to be collinear, and under what conditions two lines are parallel, Okay, if these 2 points are clear, then this lesson will not be difficult for you. Please watch my lessons, like, share and subscribe the channel and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much.